Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, today's something special. We're getting back into my flower reviews. I'm getting back into taking my photos that I love to take. I love to share my photos with you guys. Um, and today it's kind of a throwback. It's a classic. It's something really, really special and something really important to the history of the plant. But before we get into that, I want to go ahead and pass it back to the previous me, and he's going to go ahead and reiterate to you guys what it is that we're doing here on this channel, expand upon that a little bit, and maybe even educate you a little bit about what THCA is, if you happen to not be sure. So when we're done with that, we're going to get right into the review. All right, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service. And it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right, guys. So we're back, and today's Good Mood is sponsored by California Gold Farm. Now, what we're looking at today is something very special. It's a classic. It has a long, long history, and it's something that not a lot of people actually get a hold of these days. It's one of those that, while being a classic, you don't see it a lot. And what we're looking at today is White Widow. This is one that I'm really interested in. I love White Widow. I've been using these products for over 20 years, and I've had some White Widow way back in the day that was amazing. And that's got the smell on it, what I would expect. Sweet, sweet pine. Kind of funky. Sweet pine, funky, maybe a bit earthy, woody. That's what I expect White Widow to be. Already can't speak. This is a sativa dominant hybrid, guys, so should help me wake up a little bit. Look at these nugs. Look at those buds right there. Really, really gorgeous, really beautiful. Fantastic density. Fantastic density. Got some stick. Plenty of trichomes, just absolutely covered in trichomes. That is what this strain is known for, and we'll be getting to that shortly. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a cut here, and I'm gonna get some good shots of this, and then we'll be back, and I'm gonna try it out, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the strain, and maybe learn something about it. Hang tight. All right, guys, I'm back, and I've got some great shots of this White Widow from California Gold Farm. This is some beautiful, beautiful flower, guys. I did not go out of my way to take 2 dozen shots like I sometimes do. I just got, 9 or 10 shots. If you guys can't, if people can't see how good this is and with 10 photos, I don't think they'll see how good it is with 100 photos, uh, type of thing. You know what I mean? So it's beautiful flower. Trichomes are extremely healthy, and they're dense. There's a lot of them. Um, really good transitioning, and just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff, really. Um, and as I was grinding it up, I did go ahead and grind some up. As I was grinding it up, I was really taken by how that smell that I originally got and was taken as pine, how it kind of developed and it got a little more funky, and it's more pungent, and I don't I don't know. It's dank, you know. It's a weird pungent dankness. And it is yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty good. So if we're going to go ahead and try it, I'm going to be trying first with the one hit wonder with the microdose bowl. Just give it a little taste, and then we're going to look over some of these genetics. It's got a huge history, long history behind it, and we might touch on that, but I've got a better idea of how you guys should learn about that history. So we'll get to that right after I try this. Oh, mm, guys, if you've ever had White Widow before, this is so good. This is it brings back memories. It really does. Like I say, I've been smoking slash vaping for over 22 years, and this brings back some memories, guys. Very, very, very good stuff. I mean, we didn't get something as, you know, with so much provenance behind it as White Widow regularly or anything, but when we did, oh my goodness, you don't forget it. You know what I mean? And then you try it later, and you're like, that's that flavor. And I was combusting, right? I can still, I can. It's just so much better now that I'm vaping. It's just so much better now. I can tell that's what it is. It's like I'm tasting it again for the first time. But it's also like an old friend, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah. 100%. That is White Widow, guys. That is some of the tastier stuff that I've had in a while, and that's saying something because it's a sativa dominant hybrid, and I don't normally get down with sativa dominant stuff, but right now I think it's just what I needed to be quite honest. Um, it's quite potent. It's already hitting me. White Widow. As I'm looking here, it's typically between 18 to 25% THC, and it also routinely has about it has a percentage of CBD and CBN in it as well. So this is gonna it has that CBN in it, guys. A lot of people have this misconception that they're looking for high THC to get that slapped out, that couch lock, that kind of ready to lay out, kind of feeling. It's not so. It's not THC, guys. It's CBN. It's the sleepy time cannabinoid, right? That's one of the reasons why homemade edibles with things like ABB and stuff like that hit so much harder and put you to sleep because they're heavy in CBN. This is already heavily decarbed, so when it goes into an edible, you're going to get a lot more CBN than you're going to get with you know, a fresh batch of flour that you just bake and decarb in the oven. Um, so yeah, it's really interesting flour, and it's creeping on me nicely. It's really nice. But I'm getting this kind of grinny, almost. I want to when I, you guys would know how when you first started smoking, right? When you first started smoking, first you would just have this stupid grin on your face first few times, and you just get the giggles and laugh, and you just wouldn't be able to stop grinning for some dumb reason. I'm kind of feeling kind of grinny, not quite giggly, but grinny, which for my extensive history and quite high tolerance, that's surprising to me. How much of an effect I'm getting off of that, just that little microdose ball. Quite nice. Now the effects on here: creative, euphoria, happy, uplifting, may relieve bipolar, chronic pain, depression, fatigue, headaches, migraines, muscle spasms, PTSD. All right, so it's sativa dominant. Um, there's certain things here: muscle spasms, migraines, depression. Uh, I guess bipolar, maybe. Maybe is that a do stimulating things help with bipolar? I'm really not sure. I'm not very educated on that, and I wouldn't want to just make assumptions. So, like, I'm actually curious. Would you guys like? Why is that listed here on All Bud? And why do I see it listed regularly with sativa dominant hybrids? Very, very strange to me. Muscle spasms, I could see that. It's muscle spasms, any sorts of stuff like that. Traditionally, epilepsy, stuff like that. That's neurological spasms and stuff like that. Nervous system disorders and stuff. This sort of stuff is always very helpful when it has that more full spectrum. When it's got, you got your THC, great, but you got some CBD, you got some CBN, and you probably have a more diverse spectrum behind it of lower than a percentage of cannabinoids. And also the terpenes are very, very important. I'm always after the terpenes more than I am the THC. The THC content really takes a back seat to the terpenes for me. I'm a flavor chaser, and as I chase the flavor, I tend to get what works best for me and my issues. I don't know. It just seems to work out that way for me. Now, this strain has a lot of history behind it and a lot of very controversial history. If you look online and you go to Wikipedia is going to tell you it was created by a man named Shanti Baba, and he was working, at Greenhouse Seed Company with his then partner. They created the seed company, and his actual name is Scott Blakey. He's, I believe, from Australia, and Shanti Baba is his breeder name. And yeah, so he got this out. I think it was 94 or 95, the year that he co-founded Greenhouse Seed Co. And it was a hit. I think 95, I want to say. It took a cup at the Cannabis Cup, and Yeah, he and his founder and his co-founder Arjen Roscom um, did some amazing things with that. I mean, it was a hit. It was one of those things that was the first genetics. It was one of the first genetics to really start a craze of breeding and crossing and crossing and breeding. And after it came out, you got a whole line of white widow crosses. You had like white rhino, great white shark, all of these different, crazy crosses. And I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean, pretty good amount to be honest for what it is. Sativa dominant for the sativa dominant pheno. The direct crosses from just the greenhouse uh, seed go is like 35, I think. Yeah, 35. And they got some interesting stuff. Great white shark being one of them, I believe. Also, white rhino. Um, Now, eventually, Shanti Baba, Scott Blakey, he left Greenhouse Seed Co. and he went to, oh, goodness gracious. I got so many tabs open. Mr. Nice Seed Bank, which is, he founded it, I believe. And that's where he is today. And White Widow there is under the name Black Widow. Same thing. But that's what it is over there. He claims, and it is listed on the wiki that he is the creator of Black Widow. Now there is some argument to that if you look at the White Widow page on seedfinder.eu. However, I'm not going to go into all of that, guys. What I would rather do is I would rather send you guys over to the Strange Show. Okay, I want to send you guys over there. Matt at the Strange Show, he already does an amazing job telling you the whole story about White Widow, about the strain, its lineage, and and about all the controversy surrounding it. It's a fantastic video. I watched it a few times. Tried to recite as much of it as I can, but I'll be quite honest, I'm pretty well lifted right now. Um, I'm right with it. So I would send you over there, and I'll go ahead and drop a link into the comments here. Um, he's got some great information, not just on this strain, White Widow, but on so many different things, and is where I get a lot of my information from, to be quite honest, or at least I did initially, and now I've started doing a lot more book reading and things like that. Um, but really worth checking out the whole history of this strain. It's almost like an Indiana Jones thing for what we have here. It's like as close to an Indiana Jones adventure, uh, hunting for plants as you're gonna get to. You know what I mean? Um, Very, very, very cool story behind it. Oh man, oh that's so good. All right, and now what I'm getting here is more traditionally the flavor that you would get. All right, if you try White Widow. If you look at White Widow on All Bud, it's going to say dank, earthy, pungent, spicy for aromas. It's going to say dank, pine, spicy, sweet, and woody for flavors. Now, there's a couple of things here that we need to add together. We need to add dank, pine, spicy, and then we need to add sweet and woody together. Okay? Because realistically, when those powers combine, what you're having is something that generally just tastes very hashy. And if you guys have had, actual a traditional hash, like a Moroccan hash or something like that, you will know what I mean by hashy. It is very pungent, very spicy, and very it does have that woody note to it. It's not quite earthy. It's like a sweet wood with some spice and some pungent dankness. I mean, it's hashy. I mean, it tastes like hash. Um, and and it's got some sweetness to it. I mean, it's really good. Really, really good. It's a fantastic example of a White Widow, I think. A fantastic example. I mean, it's been quite a while since I've had any White Widow. However, I mean, come on. Look at the look at the I mean, very, very nice. Very nice buds. Very nice nugs. Delicious, potent, waking me up. I feel like I can get a lot more done, but also at the same time, I'm pretty well slapped right now. My goodness, it's potent for sure. I hope you guys have been having a fantastic week or weekend. As I'm filming these videos, I kind of lose track of which day videos are being posted on. So at this point, I'm not real sure. I have so much coming up that I'm really trying to get through them, guys, so that I can, get to the new things that are coming that I'm really excited about. I've got some amazing things that I'm super excited about that are brand new, fresh, um, just out type stuff, and I want to get to them as soon as they get here. So I'm trying to clear my plate. Um, so that's what we're doing here. We're trying to get some stuff done. We're trying to put the work in. You know what I mean? And we're putting the work in so hard, guys, because I got to be honest, I appreciate you being here. So if I can help it, um, to show my appreciation, I want to try to be the one of the first people to be able to show you some stuff every now and then. So I'm really excited when I can reach out or somebody reaches out to me with something that's not really hit yet and is on its way. But by the time I get it, it'll be brand new and I'll be able to show it to you guys. Brand new. Be something fresh. You guys have been supporting me and watching me for so long. I owe it to you to try to give you the best content possible. So, I'm just going to keep cranking them out, clearing the way. I love making all of these videos, but this White Widow, guys, I've been holding on to this for a couple of weeks. And it's because I really did want to do a longer form strain discussion about it. And, as I'm looking now, I'm going on to 18 minutes in this part of this video. So this is going to be a very long video. Um, and this is fantastic. This is fantastic. But when I get people contact me and say, hey, Mike, we got something special. We want you to get this. We want it under your microscope. I've got to say, bring it on. I've got to share this. I've got to share this with you guys. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to share. I'm here to, hopefully, be an inspiration to some of you guys. I have had such positive comments, very kind comments, recently. Somebody reached out and they, from a very unexpected source, actually. It was off of Reddit, believe it or not, which I don't expect because I don't normally go around as review sesh on Reddit. That's not who I am over there. Some of you guys may know who I am over there, but I'm not going to go ahead and, if you know, you know. If you don't, you'll figure it out real quick. It's no secret. I just don't advertise it. But, I made a video about, I think it was the Battle of the Cherries, I think, which was a Chapello Mary cherry strains. I think it was. Was it Chapello Mary? I think it was lemon cherry gelato plus drop cherry, maybe. Um, in any case, toward the end of that video, I was talking about my sobriety and some things like that, and there was an individual who reached out, and apparently it was impactful for them, and hearing that from them, the very kind things that they said, and that, their words of encouragement toward me, toward myself, it was so gratifying, guys. It's not something I'm going to get super emotional about right now, I promise you, but it is something that is very important, and it's made extremely positive impact on my life. And every day I get up and I look forward to making these videos. And if it gets to the point, I try to do every other day sort of thing. Every few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I try to do this every other day video sort of thing, and it never works out because I always get the itch. I want to come back and I want to visit you guys and I want to bring you more content. um it's what I enjoy, truly, and I'm grateful for having you guys here. Um, this has been a wild ride, and it's got a long way to go. Like we're going straight to the stars if we can. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting year, guys. I have new things going on. I've got Green World that I'm managing right now. You guys are going to be hopefully seeing things from Green World and being able to sample Green World genetics within the coming year yourselves, on the legal market, on the THCA market. You know, uh, it's that's what we're shooting for, guys, and it's going to be something really truly unique. And I promise you, it's worth the wait. So stick with us, and if you haven't already, go on over there and go ahead and subscribe to Green World and hit that bell notification so that when we do get that running, you can get that notification. You can be there with us as we launch, and get several people running their grow journals, and all sorts of cool stuff. We're gonna have educational content. We're gonna have fun content. We're gonna have probably just some, I don't know, live session blog type stuff. You know what I mean? We'll see. Um, but in any case, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much, and I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Um, just keep on keeping on and keep trying to find things to amuse yourself. But in amusing yourself, also try to find things to keep that brain active. Try to stay, just try to stay focused on something, even if it is just staying amused. As long as it's positive focus on something and it's not being a burden or hurting anybody, go for it. If it makes you happy, go nuts. Until I see you next time, guys, I want you to stay lifted. I want you to stay blessed. And I'm going to talk to you very, very soon. And I'm probably going to talk quite a lot. I'll talk to you later. Peace.